Hello everyone. In this video, we will again discuss mesh analysis by solving one numerical. We have already discussed the basic of mesh analysis in previous video whose link I have given in the description box so you can watch it. So let's discuss the example. Method of mesh analysis now which is called as the direct inspection matrix. Okay, so what we will write, just by observing the diagram we can directly write the mesh analysis in the matrices form. Okay, and the name of that method is called as direct inspection method. Okay, now we will see that method. Okay, so instead of writing all this equation I directly write the mesh matrices here. Okay, now for that we have to understood some few important points there. The first point is that find out how many mesh are there, exactly similar to the previous question. So number of mesh. Okay, so in this question we have three mesh, so I have write down the three mesh. In the second step, assume the mesh current, so I will write let I1, I2 and I3 be the mesh currents. Fine. So which I have already marked in the previous question, so I am taking as it is. Fine. Now what we have to do, we have to write the matrices. Okay, in the third step write down KVL equation in matrix form. Okay, for that there are certain rules. The first is that you should know the size of matrices. I have told you that the size of matrices is depend upon the number of mesh. So as it has 3 mesh here, so size of matrices is 3 by 3. Okay, so I am taking the matrices here. Fine. So there are 3 mesh, so definitely I will write here the first, second and the third. Okay, so I will divide this matrix into the some rows and column like this, and there are 3 loops also, so 3 mesh, so we have to write like this, and size of matrices here is 3 by 3. Okay, so definitely there are 9 elements here. Okay, so this matrix is called as the Z matrix. I have told you that Z matrix means impedance matrix. Equal to, here they have currents, so the values of the current here is I1 in the first mesh, I2 you can see here in the first I1, in the second mesh I2, in the third mesh it is I3. Okay, this is called as mesh current matrix, and the this is multiplied by. Okay, and this is equal to voltage matrix. So or EMF, you can see in the first mesh we have V1 and it is positive. Okay, in the second mesh we don't have any voltage, so it is 0, and in the third mesh it has positive V2, so it is V1, 0 and V2. Okay, so now we have written the current matrices, we have written the voltage matrices. Now our aim is to write down this impedance matrices. Okay, I have told you that already. This element is Z11, 11. This element is Z12. This element is Z13. Means the one is the row and these are the columns. Similarly, this is Z21, Z22 and Z23. Like this. This is the 2, 3, 2, 1 and 2, 2. This will be Z31. This will be Z32 and this will be Z33. Right? So we have to enter the 9 elements. So how we can write just by observation? So that method is called as direct inspection method. Okay. Now you can see that in the first mesh, how many elements are there? Okay. So there is L2, there is C1, there is C3 and there is L4. Okay. So when we write the first element Z11, the meaning of Z11 is the sum of all the elements present in the first mesh. Okay. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. So simply add this. Okay. So what is Z1? Sum of the element present in the mesh 1. So it is, so there are 4 elements L2, L4. So I will write L2P plus L4P. We have to write in terms of P plus. There are 2 capacitor C1 and C3. So it will be 1 upon C1P plus 1 upon C3P. Fine. So this is the first. Now second is Z12. The meaning of Z12 is the element which is present between first and second mesh. So between first and second mesh there are 2 elements L4 and C3. Okay. So but it is a non-diagonal element and non-diagonal element are always negative. So it is minus L4P minus 1 upon C3P. You can see that here we have L4 and C3. So it is 1 upon C3P L4 and as it is a non-diagonal, it is a minus. Now similarly Z13 means the element present between first and third mesh. The element between first and third mesh is this capacitor only C1. So it will be come out to be minus 1 upon C1P. Fine. So in that way we can directly return. You can see that this we can verify in the KVL equation 1. So L2P, L4P. So this will be verified here. L2P, L4P, 1 upon C1P, 1 upon C3P and like this. So if you write this 3 equation matrix form, you get this answer or you can write directly. Fine. Now we will see the second one. Z21. Okay. Now Z12 and Z21 both are same. What is mean by Z21? The element connected between second and first mesh. So both are same. So you can directly copy here minus L4P minus 1 upon C3P. Fine. Now Z22. The meaning of Z22 is the sum of element present in mesh 2. So in mesh 2 you can see that there are 5 elements. L3, C2, R1, L4, C3. Okay. So we can write here L3P, L4P plus there is one resistance R1 plus there are 2 capacitors C2 and C3. So it is 1 upon C2P plus 1 upon C3P. Remember that all diagonal elements are positive and non-diagonal elements are negative. Okay. Now Z23 means the element connected between 2 and 3. The second mesh and third mesh. So there is one inductor whose value is L3. So answer for this is L3P, but as it is a non-diagonal, treated as minus. So if you compare this with equation number 2, you will get the same answer. You can see that the third element is minus L3P and there are 5 elements. So we have already added the 5 elements here. Fine. Now similarly, we can note down the third one. The third one is this one. So in the third mesh, there is L1, L3 and C1. Okay. So first element is Z31. Z31 and Z13 both are same. So you can directly copy minus 1 upon C1P. Fine. What about Z32? Means between 3 and 2. So between 3 and 2, it is L3. Okay. Or you can copy Z23 is same as Z32. So it is L3P, and last Z33. That is sum of all the element present in third mesh. So it is L1, L3, C1. So it is L1P plus L3P plus what is the value of the capacitor? It is C1. So it is 1 upon C1P. So you can see that we have write this matrix directly without writing an mesh equation. So this is the method number 2, and this method is actually called as direct inspection method to write the mesh analysis. Fine. And I have already told you that this is actually the diagonal element which is always positive. Fine. And these are the non-diagonal elements. So in that way you can solve any question based on the mesh analysis. Fine. So I have finished with this